Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to Thrive Out Loud. Kinatanola, and I'm so happy to have you back here. Okay, so this is like take 20 of today because I realized after recording a whole entire video that my whole face was cut out. Anyway, so today I want to touch base or continue on where we left off, right? Have a part 2 of 20. I just wanted to proceed with the story that I was telling you guys about the employment shenanigans, why it happened. So by now we have a bit of background on, the kind of environment we're in. Some months we'd get paid, some months we didn't get paid on time. It could go for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months. It has gone over for as long as 5 months where our salaries are paid in late. And obviously this affects your lifestyle. It affects the choices you're able to make. It affects you as a person. You cannot, a simple thing as buying a pair of sneakers, 1.5, you cannot even get into a shop and just buy it and swipe because you don't know if you're gonna get paid or not, and you don't know if you're gonna need petrol for an extra 3 weeks or 3 months or whatnot, right? So I am picking up from there, but I'm going to highlight specifically from where the danger started. The danger started this year, May 2022, right? So May of 2022, our salaries were late once again, and like I said, if you don't speak up for yourself, no one is gonna speak up. If you don't, it's every man for himself, but other men are starving. So how will you even be for yourself without food in your stomach, right? So by now, this situation had happened quite a lot, and I was now a bit more accustomed. I think we were all a bit more accustomed to it. And so there had been instances where I had to cash out investments, cash out savings, cash out emergency funds because it's just not happening, and you need to live. Life needs to go on, but this life is not going on, it's not moving, right? So by now, what I knew for a fact is I'm not willing to cash out, or I was not willing. It was back in May. I knew I'm no longer willing to cash out my investments, no longer willing to cash out my savings. Listen, I'm no longer willing to dip into that jar because here I am working my bum off with nothing to show for it, because here's a company, there's no provident fund, there's no this, there's no that. If one day the boss wakes up and decides to show you the door, you literally only have yourself to carry through the door, nothing else. You don't get anything, no package, nothing of that sort. So I knew that, should the financial stuff start again, one thing I'm not willing to do is compromise my own financial stance because I'm trying to overextend myself to the next person. And it's like I knew, when you can just sit and it's like I knew. But one thing about this girl and red flags is now I see orange, guys. Maybe I'm colorblind, but a red flag will literally be waving red. I'm just gonna see orange. I should have left a long time ago, but I didn't, because you want to be loyal, and obviously you're applying. Maybe you're not getting the offers you want, or you're getting offers that are too far from your preferred place of employment. A lot of reasons come into play. But now we're in May, our salary is late, long overdue, and my petrol is acting up, my petrol is acting funky, and the only way out of this is cashing out one of the investments or one of the savings pockets that I have, and that was just a hill I was not willing to die on. So I informed my employer and my manager to say, things are weird finance-wise, my petrol light has been on for 2 days, my car is broken down, and I am all out of plans. With sending that, I think the expectation was empathy. The expectation was that a plan would be made. The expectation was that, I was dealing with a human being who would be humane. The expectation was that someone would hear my cry and someone would, help. Someone would do something about it. But boy, was I wrong. My employer responded, I think 2 days later or a day later, like the next day. And he told me that, remember that it is a no work, no pay policy, even in these difficult times. I was bummed, like very bummed, but because by now I already knew my employer is a bit of a hothead, I knew better than to get into it with him, because I'm unable to come to work because you didn't pay me for the other months when I was coming to work. And but anyway, we're not gonna do this. I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Our salary was paid in like the next day. It was a Saturday, so Monday I was back at work, business as usual, going back to a lover after they've done this one to you, after they've red flags and them being orange. Girl, a baby girl went back to work on Monday. Then my boss fetched me. I remember he fetched me and he told me about how I am trying to put him under pressure to sell his livestock so he can pay me. First of all, that doesn't even make sense. Because I know for a fact I'm not the only person you paid, and we signed a contract. You said, I'm going to work, you're going to pay me. How you come up with that money to pay me is up to you, right? So then our life goes on. May came and went, June came and went. June's salary was late again, and it was paid somewhere around the first week of July. And you know what, the danger is everywhere at this point. The danger is everywhere, right? But the specific danger was right there with the salary being paid in late. And when it came in, it was already during the day. I'm assuming that's when he woke up and went to the office. And you know, when you're expecting
a big mama of a salary of money,
you're expecting disofa dilostofong, and then you get a
shop of money. You get a shopiliza of money.
Your money has just been drinking all the diet pills you can know. Your money has lost weight. Your money doesn't look normal.
Hibo.
It's my money. Bring my money. Where's my money? And obviously, because our company doesn't have an HR department, an HR person, an HR whatever query you have about anything relating to you, your money, your contract, your work, you can only relate it to one man and one man only. So doing what any reasonable employee would have done. I queried. I was very nice. I was very polite. I was very polite. I was nice about it to say, my guy, it looks like my money has lost weight, and the confusion dealing with me is unfathomable. The confusion. Please help me. Unconfuse me, please. I will wait. The response. You know that one fella, he just fires shots after shots after shots after shots. The response he told me firstly, he told me that I don't listen. And I can take a lot, but don't tell me I don't listen, guys. Don't. No. He told me I don't listen. He said he already told me that it would be no work, no pay because I absconded from work. And I'm just in my mind like, dude, I know for a fact what I did is not called absconding. Absconding is when you disappear, gone in 60 seconds, there's no sign of you, no one knows where you are. What I did is not absconding. I gave an explanation to say, you put me in this and I'm money. Okay, Hunty, don't we all do the letters of the alphabet? We don't all know that A, B, C, D gets to Z. We don't. Then anyway, then he was going on and on and on and on. You know what? I saw that this is not going anywhere, and again, I'm trying not to get into a thing. Again, I'm avoiding getting into a thing. So I was like, okay, cool. Thank you for your time. It's kudos, but obviously my heart is now. It's not even beating. My heart is just. It's crawling at this point. My heart is just. And in my mind, I'm like, so if this guy can just decide to do anything he wants with your money, and no one can hold him accountable. No, he doesn't have to explain himself to anyone. He can literally today wake up and chop off, because he chopped off 5,000 rand from my salary, 5,000 rand, and I know my daily rate is not 2,500 rands, because then I should be here. But if you're gonna take 5k for 2 days and you're not willing to explain, your only explanation is
violence.
I. But anyway, then that day went, and I was just unsettled, man. I couldn't help but feel, you know what? I was unsettled, man. I was not okay, man. I was not right. And the dreams I was having that whole entire week, it was like they were giving warnings, but I just, you just think dreams are dreams. I was dreaming of falling off a cliff, getting hit by a train, getting hit by a truck, these weirdest dreams. But I just didn't even stop for 1 second to think that's where the danger is. The week flew right past. No one said anything. There was no meeting, no sit down, no call, no email, nothing about anything. There was no warning at all that would have prepared me for the big blow that I got at the end of the week. So now we're on the 15th of July, a week later, and I normally don't check my emails after hours because, it's after hours and it's a Friday. It's been a long week of kind regarding, and I'm not kind regarding on a Friday afternoon. Leave me alone, right? Saturday morning, I'm busy on my West Bank self-service. Here's this Han trying to do the right thing. I'm like, you know what? If I triple up on my car payments for the next 3 months, then, it can be paid off. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm trying to be a good citizen, getting rid of debt, deleting debt. Iyo! Kanti, in my email there's a bomb, there's a big explosion. Boof! Literally blew up in my face. And you know what? From seeing who the email was from and just seeing a little bit of that subject line, immediately my heart just dropped to my kidneys. My heart just gave up and dropped, and everything inside here, just everything got reshuffled. Everything was now
switching places.
Everything was just then I opened the email, and obviously almost immediately started bawling my eyes out, because Haibo, I am fired. Me Nna Tseno fired me. Bawled my eyes out, called the bear, yo, I'm in trouble, this is what just happened and I don't understand. Oh my gosh, I was losing my mind. I was, yay. And obviously he was like, no, you know what, calm down, breathe, take it easy, it's going to be okay, don't worry about it, it's gonna be okay. And how my heart battle. But I get a baby said it's gonna be okay, so it's gonna be okay. Indoida said, don't worry. Why are you worrying? Then now I went back to read the email, because now I want to see. So I composed myself, went back to the email, and nothing in that letter made sense. Nothing in my termination letter made sense, and nothing said, okay, I understand why I'm getting fired. Nothing at all. The first pointer was about the project I was working on, speaking about how the project was now basically completed, or it was now reaching its end, so we no longer need your services. And the thing is, I am the one who's there on site every single day. I know for a fact that thing is far from done, and hey man, you didn't even hire me for this project specifically. So how is it that when you're getting rid of me, you're getting rid of me because of this project? You know why? You see why it doesn't make sense. The second pointer spoke about how I complained bitterly about late salary payment and like basically money under general. It says I complained bitterly about money, either when our salaries are paid in late or anything of that sort. And I'm assuming asking questions is now construed as complaining bitterly. I asked a question, my salary is here but it doesn't look like my salary, what's going on? Are we expected not to ask questions in 2022? Are we expected not to ask questions? So I asked a question, and then then the third point spoke about how when I wasn't paid and my salary was long overdue, I decided not to come to work, and he considered it rude. So I'm getting fired because I'm rude for not coming to work when I'm not paid, and I complain a lot when I ask questions that need answers. And yeah, then there was the like, then every other point just reiterated those same ones to say, this is what's going on, and we don't want to take accountability for a situation we put you in, so we're just gonna get rid of you so that you don't bring us problems. That's basically what I got from the letter. Heaven. Then the initial confusion is now, it's massive, it's this much. What's going on here? But now on that letter, it was sent on the 15th of July, the Friday evening, and I was told that I need to sign it on the 18th of July, which would be the next Monday morning. And in my mind, I'm like, no. Why? Why are we using the weekend as official working days to give a person basically time to prepare themselves for something? Where is the humanity? Where's the humanity? Guys, I have a baby, I have a house, I have a car, I have a life. How do you just because you can, and you then now obviously the situation is weird. It's partly cloudy. I am basically fired, but I had to keep on going to work because I was told that okay, it's a notice for 30 days and you can work until the end of August, but know that end of August you're out, and thank you ma'am, there's the door, goodbye. How? Then knowing me and trauma, I went straight to sleep. Shem, after reading that email, I went straight to sleep. I gave my boy everything he wanted. He came, he said he wants sweets. I gave him sweets. He came, he wanted popcorn. I gave him popcorn. He said he wants JJ. He said he wants cocomelon. I gave him. Bona, I just, by then, I would like the defeat. It was the defeat for me. So at this point, I felt disappointed. Doesn't even begin to explain it. You know, I was disheartened because I had been there for 5 years. We had been through severe financial problems, and I still stood by the company through and through, even when I was literally here. My car was about to get repossessed. They had switched off my lights because rent had gone unpaid. You know, I just felt like, really, honestly, you're going to stick by a company like to the end of the world, and they are literally just gonna drop you like it's hot, mama. Drop you like it's hot. And you know, it took a while for me to get to terms with what is happening. You know, I was hurt because I thought we are all human beings, and I thought all of us, we have hearts, and our hearts are considerate, and you know, we're good people. But obviously, you know, it's every man for himself. But it hurt, you know, it hurt more than anything else. And going into the next week, I was just an epic emotional mess. Epic mess. But I don't want to keep this too long. I'll be getting into it in the next video. I'll touch on what happened next, where to from here. If you maybe find yourself in a situation where you were dismissed and you don't know what your options are, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Fired Bae Loud. As always, it's a pleasure sitting here sharing a little bit of myself with you. Now, don't forget the house rules in here. We like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell notification, and by now I hope that bowl of popcorns is coming to an end. Bye.